All right, I'm here at the PMI Conference with Julian here.
Hey,
I known Julian, I think, for a little while, right? I think, how long has it been?
it's over 10 years now.
10 years.
Yeah,
Wow, time
definitely.
flies, time flies. So our conversation led to this whole idea of continuous improvement.
Yes.
And we want to try to understand that and what it means to him, right? So Julian, tell me a little bit what continuous improvement looks like for you.
Continuous improvement looks like to me is identifying ways that you can not only pivot, but you find ways to say, if I could scale this, and then how can I reach that goal? If I start here, and then can I make this better? Or is there a better way to, I look for contingency. So if I think of issues or risks that may be in a certain process, then identify what will be my contingencies.
All right, so he's going right into business here, and I'm going to pull him back because I got to understand where the root of this thing comes out of, right? So you were talking about,
Yes.
where does this come from, right? Where does this come from? And we talked about maybe family, where this, I don't know, what are your thoughts of where this kind of mindset comes from?
I think the mindset comes from first family.
Okay.
Being a large family with 10 of us.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? I just want to make sure. 10, okay?
Yes.
10.
And yeah, I'm the baby. I'm the last. So yeah, everything was left upon me to do certain things where it came to, chores, different responsibilities. Everyone is older than I, so it came to a point where the chores in the home, it was my brother and my sister who above me, they had responsibilities. But at a certain age, they rebelled. So if they rebelled, then my mom made me do the rest of the work. So I always had to figure out how can I beat the system and figure out how can I stay ahead of me knowing if they didn't do their chores that week, it'll fall upon me. So I find ways to beat their process and
So he
stay
was
ahead.
strategizing at an early age. Now I'm thinking, hey, you should tell your mom, hey, why don't you have two more kids? Hey, that might solve the problem here.
And I asked, I did.
Wow, wow. So,
Yes.
so again, this competitive nature / continuous improvement
Yes.
could also get to the extreme, right? Where
You
you're
can.
trying to improve, but there's only a certain amount of improvement that you might be able to make. How do you weigh that out? And I know we talked about being in sports and all that stuff, and that
Yes.
also being very competitive. But how do you weigh? When is enough good enough, right?
Um, enough being good enough, I think, is enough where you understand if this actually works, if it makes sense, and it flows seamlessly. I think then you find, well, this works. When it comes to a point, I've always say I can always find ways to make myself better, or there's something that could be done differently. Then how would I approach that differently? So you always find a way to try to move the notch just 1 inch up.
There you go,
But
guys.
yeah,
It's all about making those small increment of improvement. And you saw it here. All right. So happy for all the amazing things he's doing here at the PMI. Can't
yes,
wait till he actually goes and becomes president of the
yes,
South Florida. That's what I've been trying to push on this. Okay. It's
yes,
gonna happen.
yes,
Wait for it.
yes.
It'll be there. All right. Awesome.
Awesome.
Good job.
Thank you. I appreciate it.